Hi, hello students. Today I am going to discuss about some brain teasers useful for advanced examinations and JEE mains examinations for the coming academic year and this year. I am going to discuss the first problem. You can take down the problem. I will give you the data information on the board. Okay. The problem is osmotic pressure of an aqueous solution. Osmotic pressure of an aqueous solution of certain protein was measured to determine the protein's molar mass. So what is the meaning of this one is osmotic pressure can be calculated, can be given, and this osmotic pressure is useful for determining the molar mass of the proteins in this experiment. The solution is contained 3.50 mg of protein. So they are given mass of protein. They are given mass of protein how much? 3.50 milligrams. So this protein at 25 degrees Celsius is found to be, the osmotic pressure is found to be 1.54 torr. So the question is, solution is contained 3.50 milligrams of protein and dissolved in sufficient water to form 5.0 ml of solution. So it is forming 5.0 ml of solution, protein solution volume it is, okay. And they are telling the osmotic pressure of solution at 25 degrees Celsius, osmotic pressure of solution at 25 degrees Celsius was found to be 1.54 torr. Osmotic pressure at 25 degrees Celsius is 1.54 torr. This is at 25 degrees Celsius. And they are telling, treating this protein as a non-electrolyte, what would be the molar mass of protein? So they are asking to find the molar mass of protein, molar mass of protein how much. So they are given, this is the data information for us. So in this question, osmotic pressure concept, colligative property we will use. In the step 1, we will use osmotic pressure formula. What is osmotic pressure formula? Pi is equals to CRT or MRT, you can see, molarity into R into T. As we know that from this expression we can find the M value. So what is M value? Molarity, that will become equals to M is equals to pi by RT. As we know that the pi value they have given is 1.54 torr, and which will be converted into atmosphere by multiplying this one with 760. That will convert into atmosphere. And R value we know that is 0.0821. Temperature given as 25 degrees Celsius converted into kelvins will become 298 Kelvin. Okay. So after simplification, we have got 8.28 into 10 power minus 5 moles per liter. That is molarity. So what is the meaning of this one is liter. Liter means 1000 ml. So in 1000 ml how many moles are there? That means in 1 liter that is equals to 1000 ml solution. protein solution that contains 8.28 into 10 to the power of minus 5 moles of protein, but only the solution which is given in the problem is 5 ml only we have. So it indicates if we have taken 5 ml of the solution given, the given protein solution volume is 5 ml only. Then what is the number of moles of protein solution? Number of moles will become equals to this product, that is 5 into 8.28 into 10 power minus 5 divided by 1000. So after that simplification, we have got 4.14 into 10 power minus 7 moles. Okay. So number of moles of protein we have calculated in this step 1. So our ultimate step, that is the final step in the problem, is to find the molar mass of protein using this number of moles. You know, molar mass is nothing but mass of the substance by number of moles. So what is molar mass formula? Molar mass is equals to mass of protein given by number of moles. So we have the mass of the protein given in 3.50 milligrams. That can be converted into grams. So it will become 3.50 into 10 power minus 3 divided by number of moles we have calculated, we got is 4.14 into 10 power minus 7 moles. So this is grams, this is moles. So gram per moles, the simplification got value is 8.45 into 10 power 3 gram per mole. So you can check the calculation. So calculation once completed, in this you will come to know this is the molar mass of the protein in the given problem. Okay, dear students, hope you understand the protein molar mass determination using the colligative property osmotic pressure. In this method, the requisite data information we required is mass of the protein, volume of the solution, osmotic pressure, temperature, and the constant, we know that constant R value 0.821 we have to use. Sometimes what is happening, the pi value they are giving differently. Not only they are giving atmospheres, they are giving other different units. The unit conversion need to be practiced. Then definitely we will get the answer for this type of question. This is one of the brain teaser useful for the coming JEE examinations. Okay, we will see the next question. Okay, let us see the next brain teaser we have. That is, a student prepared 1 liter of buffer solution. A student prepared 1 liter of a buffer solution. 1 liter of a buffer solution. And this buffer solution is said to be containing 1.80 molarity sodium acetate. Sodium acetate. So sodium acetate formula, you know, CH3COONA, and 1.0 molarity acetic acid. 1.0 molarity acetic acid, CH3COH. What should be the pH for this solution is the question they have asked. So this is the buffer solution made, and they are asking what should be the pH of this one. What should be the pH for this solution. Okay, so this is the question. We know that buffer solution is a mixture of a weak acid and a salt of the strong base containing a common ion. Okay, that means in this question what we have to understand is they are asking the questions from buffer solution, equilibrium concept, and buffer solution pH they are asking. So we have to give priority importance to this type of model questions. Let us move on to the discussion is in this question they are given a weak electrolyte that is acetic acid and its molarity is 1 molarity, and the weak electrolyte acetic acid can dissociate slowly into its corresponding acetate ion and H plus ions. And in that weak acid dissociation constant we can calculate as Ka from the equilibrium concepts, and that value in the problem which is given as 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 5, which is to be given, and that they have given that one. So what is acetic acid dissociation constant? Ka value, that with a requisite number. If they are not given this one, it is difficult for any student, anybody to find the answer for this one. So weak acid dissociation constant is 1.8 into the power of minus 5. This is also given. And now we will start understanding exactly how acetic acid undergo dissociation now. That is CH3COOH. We slowly undergo dissociation gives acetate ion CH3CO minus and H plus ion. Earlier they are given 1 molarity. Molarity is 1.0 molarity. So I can take 1 here. Initially that value is 1 molarity. It is 0, it is 0. But at equilibrium I am considering X is the number of moles which is the change taken place in all the reactants and products. That change is decreasing for reactant and increasing for product. So this is the number of moles concentration at equilibrium stage. Equilibrium stage concentration I am writing. And in this discussion we have to know one thing, that the acetate ion is said to be a common ion in the given buffer solution. So including the acetate ion concentration also you can write that will become 1.8 plus X for acetate ion, and for H plus ion it remains 1 only. 1 means that is X only. So in this juncture if you find the Ka value, that Ka value will become equals to 1.8 plus X into X by 1 minus X. Here considering one thing, that weak acid dissociation constant, weak acid dissociation in this the H plus ion, when we are adding the acetate ion to this acetic acid, finally what will happen is this acetic acid will become undissociated species. When its dissociation getting stopped, H plus ion concentration whatever X is there, that will become very less in the process. That's why the X square whatever is coming in this product case will become very less, negligible, and the remaining part will be taken as X only. So 1.8 into X divided by 1 minus X. So here also we can neglect the X as X will become very less in that case. So if that whatever the constant they have given in the problem, that we can equate it to this one is 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 5. So when you equate this one, here 1.8, 1.8 will get cancelled. So what it means, the X is the concentration of H plus ion, which is the concentration of H plus ion, which is becoming minus 10 power minus 5. That is the molarity of H plus ion concentration. So we came to one conclusion in this one, that we identified what is the concentration of H plus ion from the problem. It indicates that our first important step is completed successfully, and the second and final step in this method is to find the pH using the pH expression. pH is equals to minus log H plus ion concentration to the base 10. So if you substitute that H plus ion concentration in this one, then you will get minus log 10 power minus 5 to the base 10. That will become equals to 5. That means 5 is the pH of this buffer solution. As this buffer solution is acidic buffer solution, this pH value is coming 5. Okay, whatever the reason it may be, what are the steps we have taken that are very important. So first they have given a buffer solution, and this buffer solution is containing one strong electrolyte and a weak electrolyte, and both are containing one common ion, and weak acid is added to the salt of the strong base containing a common ion, and for that the Ka value given in the problem is 1.8 10 power of minus 5, and this Ka value is equated to the theoretical Ka value obtained by considering the X value, which is neglected here. What we have made is X is said to be extremely less than 1. Then we have considered extremely less. Extremely less means we can neglect that x square and 1 minus x in 1 minus x. So that though both things we have done, then after the entire process made very simple for us to find the pH. So second step is very easy. This is the C level and this level is J level. So to understand this question, we need all the information regarding the buffer solution and its mathematical expression, and what are the dissociation constant, the acid dissociation constant value, how to calculate from the equilibrium expression and all. These are very important. So finally we got the pH of the buffer solution in this second brain teaser we have discussed in this question. Okay, let us move to the next question. Next question, that is the decomposition of certain insecticide. Next question I am discussing, that is decomposition of certain insecticide in water follows the first order kinetics with rate constant 1.45 year inverse at 12 degrees Celsius. This is the first statement. So what is the statement is the decomposition of a certain insecticide in water follows first order kinetics with a rate constant of 1.45 year inverse at 12 degrees Celsius. Next they are giving a quantity of this insecticide is washed into lake in June 1st. Okay, some quantity of this insecticide washed into the lake on June 1st. Washed into lake on June 1st, leading to concentration of the concentration given 5.0 into 10 to the power of minus 7 grams per centimeter cube, grams per cc. So they are told this is the quantity of this is the concentration of the insecticide after washing out this insecticide in water, lake water on June 1st. Assume that average temperature of lake is 12 degrees Celsius. This is the temperature, average temperature. Then what would be the concentration of insecticide on June 1st of the following year? That means the question is, what would be the concentration of insecticide on June 1st of following year, next year? We can say next year. Okay. Let us once again see the problem. That is, the decomposition of a certain insecticide in water follows the first order kinetics with a rate 1.45 year inverse at 12 degrees Celsius, and a quantity of insecticide is washed into the lake on June 1st, leading to the concentration 5.0 into 10 power minus 7 grams per centimeter cube. Assume that the average temperature of the lake is 12 degrees Celsius. What would be the concentration of the insecticide on June 1st of the following year or next year? Means, first they are given a concentration. We can consider that concentration is the initial concentration in a problem. Okay. And we have to find the concentration after 1 year by taking the rate constant K value is 1.45. Okay. So we can use the first order kinetics expression in this problem, and K value 1.45 year inverse, and time 1 year. So after 1 year we have to tell what is the concentration. So the insecticide concentration initially taken as 5.0 10 to the power of minus 7, and insecticide concentration after T time interval, 1 year time interval, we have to calculate. So we have different calculations are there, but we will check with the time interval also. See, we have so many applications are there, formulas are there, but here if you use K is equals to 2.303 by T into log A by A minus X. This you can write it as A0 by AT. Okay. So suppose if you write this one as AT, this is A0 initial concentration to the base 10. In this we have to find AT value. Here the aim of the problem will become concentration of AT is how much? A at time interval T. So what is the data information they are given is T is equals to 1 year, and the K value they are given is 1.45 year inverse, and the A0 value in the problem is given as 5.0 into 10 to the power of minus 7 grams per cc. and we don't know about AT, that we have to find. That is the aim of the problem. So if you write this one as A naught by AT log A naught by AT, that will become K into T by 2.303. Okay. And then after you can write what is this expression is, this expression AT by A naught will become equals to minus KT by 2.303. Only we want A naught, AT means from this you can write what is AT, AT by A naught. What is AT by A naught? AT by A naught will become equals to the anti-log of minus KT by 2.303. Only you want this A naught value here, AT value means AT value will become equals to concentration of A naught, concentration into this anti-log minus KT by 2.303. Here A naught value is 5.0 into 10 to the power of minus 7, and the other one anti-log of this K value is 1.45 and T is 1 divided by 2.303. So we made the simplification, and you can also check it, and finally this value we have got, which is equals to 1.17 into 10 to the power of minus 7 grams per cc. Approximately you can write 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 grams per cc. This is the value we have got. So it's not a new thing. It's a very common question, but the way of asking the question is different in this one. That is, they discussed about the concentration of the insecticide initially on June 1st, and they are asking the concentration of the same thing, insecticide, after 1 year. Means next year June 1st, what is the concentration? If the rate constant of this first order kinetics is 1.45 year inverse at 12 degrees Celsius, and they maintained one thing, that is average temperature 12 degrees Celsius for the lake in this problem, to give a clarity in this one. Otherwise lot of problems will come, because the temperature changes means we can't give the exact answer in this problem. So they have given rules and regulations in this problem, that maintaining the average temperature of the lake, that is important point. The remaining things are common things, and in this we have substituted the values given in the problem, and finally we got the concentration of the insecticide on June 1st of the following year. Okay, this is the value 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 grams per centimeter cube we got is the answer. Okay, thank you.